All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day. Ready. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Parsons. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Parsons. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
54, Mike, 54. Man, I got you.
Off play action. Parsons. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Here I come.
Smooth.
45 to Mike.
61. Matchbox lights.
6 guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready. 10 Tucson. Go team, spill. Hey, high 7.
45, Mike, 45. Good. Watch the twist. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. Man out.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On now is the Titans punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
You ready?
Let's go one more. Watch out, watch out. Tight end rock.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Saunders. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the ready.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Texans.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Fire.
On first down, Green. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. It's Saunders. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
You draw focus.
Now a give, right side. Saunders. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Yes, yes. Hey, exit.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Titans, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Go.
It's going to be a long day.
Ready?
Now it's Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now.
From the gun, Parsons. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Parsons, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Twist.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 12-yard line. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past them? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
To throw again. Parsons. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Number 16. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
You can't block me.
Hey.
Get him. You got him.
Get it.
From the gun, Parsons. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
I got you.
Watch that.
Ready.
Off the bootleg. Parsons. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
We got 3.
Hey!
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick it up.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 5-4.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Parsons. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go again.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd down. Parsons is going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
I'm on. Hey, Mike 20.
There we go, Mike 20. Wild Bill.
Operating from the gun. Parsons looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, D.
Hard. Defense.
On first down, it's Saunders. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
You remember me?
You're out.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Wahoo!
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
91.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Thomas has got it, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come to my work.
Go, go.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey.
Back to throw. Parsons. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Get it.
From the gun, Parsons. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 41-yard line.
Smooth. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Lock working out of the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titan 17.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Saunders, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
Too little, cut. Watch the edge.
On 1st down, Parsons. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 20. Watch the out.
On 4th down, Parsons. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
General West. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Ready?
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. That's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the double.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 4th down, Parsons. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit. Big dribble.
From the gun, Parsons. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Go! On the ball!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parsons got his man complete over the middle. That's Yoder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. throwing on first down. Parsons trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Stop your whining. Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready, 30 base.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Right. He's tight right.
5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Clock now to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
2 right here.
Go.
I'm coming for you, son.
A lot going to throw it here. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Reset. Hey, Mike 20. Hey,
back to the air on second down. Parsons going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo.
Here we go, D. Here.
Hey, Echo.
Here I come again.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's move. Ready.
From the gun, Parsons. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Hey, exit.
Mike 20.
Now.
Throwing again. Parsons. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yep.
There we go, Mike 20.
To throw on 3rd down, Parsons. This will be caught inside the 10. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end.
Hey, zoom.
4 down. Check.
Hey, Mike 20.
Focus, defense, focus.
Yes. Stop.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes. get out of there.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw